Here we are, bring us a good day. Two Kings, One Crown podcast, where we go from the block to the boardroom and back with the social issues of the day. I'm your host, PATRON, aka the Mobile, and I'm here with my guy, the big homie.
I'm also your host, Fat Daddy. I want to thank you for tuning in. It's on you, King. What we doing?
Man, listen, first and foremost, before we always gotta let the people know how we feeling. We're human. We gotta tap into that part first.
I hear you.
How was your week, King?
My week was good, man.
Yeah?
My week was good. I can't complain. Besides these rainy days.
It was ugly.
It was ugly.
Wow. You saw
got cabin fever. Yeah.
It's a cabin fever.
That's why I brought my shades out today.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's because the sun is out. But I'm going to let you shine. But yeah, I look good in mine too, you know? It's all good, but I'm letting my man shine.
Two Kings, One Crown, bro.
Two Kings, One Crown.
I mean, ain't got a problem sharing the stage.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. How was your week?
Productive. You know, I appreciate a productive week.
Yeah.
You know, we got them episodes out.
We did. We got a good response.
I'm telling you, y'all dope.
Yeah, y'all dope. Thank you for tuning in and all the subscribers, all the viewers. We appreciate you guys, man. I mean, we had a really nice turnout. Not that we weren't expecting a good turnout, but when it actually happens, we appreciate every one of you. And we're going to keep bringing y'all this good energy and good positive feedback. And that's what we're going to do. All right? Dope. So, Tupac.
Before we even get into this whole Tupac shit, right? Can we agree on one thing at this point? And I would like for y'all to chime in as well. Can we agree on one thing?
What's that?
That he's dead now?
Tupac's dead.
Okay.
Tupac dead.
So there's no more Tupac sightings at Burger King, at Walmart. I'm asking.
Yo, you know how I look at that? I look at that like he must have been an extraordinary individual. But motherfuckers find a way to keep you alive. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But yeah, he's definitely deceased.
I just wanted to clear that because now we have someone, you know, that put himself in the picture for some reason, unbeknownst to everyone around.
Who, KEEFE'D?
I mean, like, if you need attention, bro, why not just make an album and let people come at you for that? Drake's Pops made an album.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's good?
I don't know. But
I doubt it.
there was other ways you could have garnished attention besides implementing yourself aside of a murder. Now, let me ask you a question.
I was a motherfucker, bro.
When you go to prison, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're known for killing a hip-hop icon.
But he's also gang affiliated.
It don't matter.
Don't matter?
It don't matter.
You don't think that's going to protect him?
Tupac had love on all sides.
Yeah. Definitely love for me. There'll never be another Pac, bro. Never. Like, he was actually like a musician and a rapper that lived his lyrics. Like, you remember that night in Atlanta when he was in a limo and he spotted two Caucasian males jumping a black guy, and this is a multi-platinum rapper. He sees this, he jumps out his limousine, and he confronts the guys, not knowing that they're police. One of the guys pull out a pistol, tell him get out of here. Tupac walks back to his limo and grabs his gun and starts letting off. Remember that story?
I heard about it. Yeah.
What other musician would do something? He lived that life, man.
I feel
He's definitely missed too. But back to the subject at hand. KEEFE'D, that's the uncle of Orlando, the guy who supposedly they
stomped out
on the camera that night. Yeah. Okay.
And that's another thing. Why is it when something happens to somebody in our circle that's getting money, we blame the people we getting money with? You've had someone that is admitting to the murder of this man. Another thing can we all admit to? That Suge had nothing to do with it?
Actually, in one of the tapings, he said when he saw Suge get shot in the head, he thought Suge was dead. I think people were just scared of Suge, so they just,
So the best thing to do was accuse him of killing his man?
Crabs in the barrel, bro.
That makes no sense. And now everyone's talking about, Puffy need to lawyer up. This man admittedly he did an interview in 2018 for the Death Row Chronicles.
Okay.
He had a lawyer present with him when he was answering questions.
Why? But he putting himself out there like that?
He put himself out there answering questions about But my point being is this: if you automatically know in 2018 that you might implicate yourself inside something that you don't want to get caught up in, so you have a lawyer, you know that's on you. Not everybody's talking about Puffy need a lawyer up because of what?
I've heard, and I don't know. This is allegedly. Him and Puff were cool at one time, and like that's confirmed. They were cool at one time, and
KEEFE'D?
Yes. When Puffy used to go to Cali, Puffy used to hire them as security, not official security. He would hire KEEFE'D and his people, so they had a relationship. And I think what it is that what they're saying is the topic had came up where I'll give you $1 million if you handle this situation with Pac for me. But it happened, but it didn't happen in that manner. It happened because Pac put hands on his nephew, so it still happened. But the money, it was never any transaction of money.
But this man admits that he did that because Pac put hands on his nephew.
Yes.
So I mean, regardless of what conversation him and Puff had prior to, you know,
in the legal system, that's not going to.
It doesn't mean anything. And this is what I'm saying. We're always we allow one circumstance to throw our leaders under the bus. I'm lost here. Like, why are we so quick to throw another one? They got shook. He had nothing to do with it. Now you want to throw Puff under it, and he has nothing to do with it. Hopefully, I don't know this man once again.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is, why can't we say, hold on, before you start taking anyone away from us, have some validation first.
I'm not gonna lie. I admit, when I first heard Suge had something to do with it, I automatically just thought he was guilty. But which wasn't fair. But I think that's because of the whole East Coast West Coast. Like, I'm riding with the East. You understand what I'm saying?
I truthfully thought the government had something to do with it. When you realistically look at the potential that these two men had, they were moving coast against coast. Yeah. The only time that has ever happened in American history was during the Civil War.
Yeah, that was
So in my mind, I thought there was some type of government conspiracy, but you know, I really don't feel comfortable saying about automatic. Business is business,
and let's not excuse the magazines that were published at that time. Because you would pick up a Vibe magazine.
They were from that as well.
East versus West, and you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing that's happening now on social media. You understand what I'm saying? They pushing an agenda. But back then we didn't have social media, so it's like they doing it through magazines. I remember getting that book, that Vibe magazine, and Puffy was on the front of it, East versus West. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy, man. They had a whole coast hating other coasts.
You know,
and we all going through the same struggle
on either side,
on both sides.
Gentrification on either side, redlining on either side. Yeah. You know, police brutality on either side. I just read an article today that some police in Milwaukee were accused of actually molesting a certain number of black men in their counties.
When you say molested, you mean like
molested, bro?
Like I'm searching you and I'm grabbing your balls.
Could be. We don't know the
I get you in the cell and I'm trying to like.
We don't know.
He pulled out my pants. Touched my testicles. They like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. He pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The alleged victims keep coming forward. 8 Milwaukee police officers are under internal investigation, accused of performing illegal strip searches, including cavity searches on the streets.
So you're definitely right when you say we go through the same struggles on either side of the coast.
Yeah.
You know, and it was unfortunate how the media played into that situation. And truth be told, I mean, when you hear the people speak about Tupac outside of the cameras, they say he was nothing like that.
He was a Gemini like me.
He was nothing like that. So maybe because of all the media exploitation and hype that was going around, he felt like he had to feed into what was going on.
Yeah. And
this is what I'm saying. Like, it's unfortunate.
You know, when Nipsey died, when Nipsey got killed, it put me in that same pain. Those guys are not supposed to get killed in the street, murdered down. Like these are future. If you look at them, they're future leaders. Like right now, Pop would be 50 something. I know he would make a change. He said it. He said, I might not be the person that's changed the world, but I will spark the brain of the person that will change the world. And you thinking like that at 20 years old?
Brother, he
was special, man. He was a special
guy,
man.
They're known for assassinating our leaders at young ages. Patrice Lumumba was the first president of the Democratic Republic of Congo. He was damn near 30-something. Wow. 32. He was in early 30s.
Yes.
You know, Martin Luther King was 35.
35.
You know, I can't really recall how old Malcolm X was, but he was a young man as well. You know, God bless the dead, Frank Hampton, he was 21. And they deemed this black man as the black messiah in Chicago. 21. He rallied the poor whites, the poor Hispanics, and the poor blacks together to try to make some type of change within his community.
And he got murdered. They're so afraid of us.
It was just afraid of him.
What are you afraid of, man? We need to realize the power that we have. You know what I'm saying? As individuals. We need to realize that. Like,
I think
for him to kill him at 21?
They're 21.
21! And they felt threatened.
They felt ultimately threatened.
Wow. But back to KEEFE'D. I think, be honest with you, bro, I think he put himself there. KEEFE'D been talking on camera for years, man. Now you, 60 years old? You gonna die in jail. But this is what you wanted, because you on Vlad TV talking crazy, you implicating yourself. This is what you wanted. Cloud is a motherfucker, man.
Isn't that much for me when I spend the rest of my years behind bars?
Yeah,
like, damn, I've been there and telling you, I don't want to spend the rest of my life there. No, I enjoy fresh air. I enjoy touching trees. I enjoy touching silverware. I enjoy touching women. I enjoy my kids. I enjoy eating what I want, where I want, wherever I want. I enjoy simple pleasures of life.
Instead of that, you just around a bunch of motherfuckers that's trying to get over on you.
You 67 years old and you want to go spend the rest of your time behind bars on the child yard? Are you stupid?
He actually made it out. You made it. If you a gangbanger, an active gangbanger, and you make it out, you 60 years old, like you should be sitting down somewhere.
But you a triple OG for real.
But these cameras are addictive. I'm telling you,
they're addicted to people who have no self-esteem, who really don't understand the self-worth.
I agree with you, King. I agree with you on that.
You know, like these cameras. Once these cameras turn off, you stuck with you.
Yeah.
And I know me. I don't want to go back to prison. I'm not going to say nothing. You know,
I be telling my son the same thing. You know, how easy it is to get in trouble with the law and how hard it is to get out. You know, I tell him once you in there, I can't help you. I can't help you. You their property. You understand what I'm saying? But unfortunately, some people think that's a badge of honor. Because personally, I think if you get on camera and you implicate yourself in a murder, like, fool.
They know you in the streets though, bro. It's not like you clout chasing. Most rappers are clout chasing because they trying to get that clout from the streets. You in the streets.
Let's chalk it up to another motherfucker that Vlad does. Took down.
You see?
Can I say that?
No, because this nigga took himself down.
He did. Well, yo, what about Vlad? Everybody go in there and just confess and go to jail. You got the block captain dude. He going. He's trying. I think Vlad is a. I think he was
a plant.
A plant. That's the exact word I'm looking for. A plant by the government, bro. But that's another show. We'll do that another show.
Yeah, we do that on another show.
Yeah.
But I just feel like at the end of the day, people put themselves in positions that You can't feel sorry for people, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because when I watched the video the other day where he was talking about it, he was actually like boasting about it. Like, you know,
The book that he wrote.
He wrote a book.
He wrote a book.
You know, did they coming for you?
Him and Suge locked eyes. The fuck is this?
I saw the bullet hit him in the head. I thought he was dead.
The fuck is this, a Nollywood movie? This nigga writing scripts for Nollywood.
I think I'm writing scripts for Bubba right now. It's a rap. It's a rap. You think he going to the feds?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I mean, you think?
I don't. What would make it federal?
He would be better off in the feds. But
why? You got killers in the state.
Yeah, of course. But the gang affiliation, he'll be better protected.
Yeah, he lit in the state in the feds, bro.
Yeah, you would know. I ain't going to.
You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter where you at. You feel me? The thing is, you got niggas that got love for niggas.
Yeah.
So just be like that.
You got motherfuckers who looked at Pac like the next Messiah.
This is why I keep going back to the fact that I felt like initially I thought the government hit the homie.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I mean the way, he had. I remember when he dropped Hail Mary. I was like maybe 14, 15,
I was living
16.
in Atlanta at the time.
And the way you would hear a New York nigga spit that shit, you knew he was ready. He was ready for whatever. It was about that time. So now either you get in line or you get out the way.
That's right.
I'm not a killer, but don't push me. Yeah, that shit was deep.
That whole album was
facts.
Pac was special. That's what I said. To me, the new Pac, like, I'm not gonna say the new Pac, but somebody I compared similar to Pac was Nipsey, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to build communities, being mentally aware of what's
outside of hip hop, right?
Socially aware of what's going on
outside of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah, outside of hip hop.
Okay, I agree with you there.
It wasn't just mic bullshit. Mm-hmm. It's what you doing when the cameras ain't on you.
So who would you
People
say?
Are supposed to die, bro.
Who would you say lyrically today compares to Pac?
Now, there's a today as saying like these anybody or these new rappers.
Name an artist from Pac's passing to date that you would say lyrically holds the same substance.
Lyrically or socially aware.
Okay.
Lyrically, I could say Jay, Hov, Big. No, lyrically, Jay. No, bro. Jay-Z. Jay-Z lyrically is bananas. Who would you say?
J. Cole.
Alright. J. Cole, I can't take nothing away from him. Jay put him on though.
It don't matter who put you on. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. If J. Cole holds damn near the same gravity of weight in his lyrics the same way Pac did. The level of consciousness, the way he projects it and delivers it to the masses is damn near the same way.
This is what I'll try to clear up. When you say lyrically, are you meaning social consciousness wise?
Okay, we can say that too.
Because Jay can't compare to Pac socially conscious wise. He could if he wanted to.
That's what we was talking about though, bro. We was talking about what artists.
No, you said who's more lyrical. You didn't say, and I asked you specifically, do you mean socially conscious wise? Or now you say socially conscious wise, I could say Black Dog from Philly.
He can't move people the way Pac did.
But you said lyrically.
That holds the same weight that can move people socially.
I think I'll agree with Cole. On that level, I would agree with Cole. Cole was one of the top, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. I think there's a lot of other artists that can do it too, but they just stick to their lane to make money. You understand what I'm saying? I think Dave East is one of the nicest dudes out here too. But he's lyrically, he's not socially conscious. You understand what I'm saying? So that's two different contexts. If you ask me, you know.
But in reference to Tupac, you know, Tupac will be able to make a militant see the logic in certain situations.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, Tupac will be able to bridge gaps between a pacifist and an activist. You know, and that's what I mean by the weight and gravity of an artist. You know, I feel like J. Cole can do that. You know, Black Thought, he has the content, but he doesn't have the momentum or the power to do so.
That goes. Remember Jay-Z had a lyric. He said, "I've been wanting to rhyme like Common since, but when I realized what do you say? The dollars don't make common sense. So I've been rhyming like this since." Something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But so he can do it. Jay can do it, but you know, some people go for that money. And he's like, I'd rather do it this way because if I'm one of the poor, how can I help them? So he trying to get that.
In our last episode, we spoke about, you know, artists creating institutions. And I want to acknowledge the fact that he has created, you know, throughout the whole, you know, he has created institutions where, you know, he helped Meek Mills get out of prison. You know, he has helped.
Oh, but when I brought that up last time, he was giving me slack.
What did you bring up?
I was saying that Jay-Z done things to help people, and you was no.
I never said no.
You might as well have said with that energy you was giving me.
No, bro, don't take it like that.
I love you, but
don't take it like that.
Keep it real on this part.
Of course, we supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't want you to take it like that. What I'm trying to say is, we have to, in that context, if I may, you know, refer back.
Of course.
What I'm saying is, there's a lot more we can do, especially with them being in that position.
Yes, I agree.
In regards to giving that information to another generation in order to create another source of generational wealth.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to just keeping an institution that you've created for yourself. You know, let's find a way to educate and inform and empower another upcoming generation. That way, as soon as you pass, willingly, unwillingly, you already have hands on deck.
All right, so how do you feel about this? Like, I feel certain musicians and certain people in power, they actually do that. Like, I watched interviews with Jay-Z, and he's telling you how to get the money. He's telling you what he did, the steps he took. Isn't that giving back as well? It's not always, here, this is for you. Sometimes I'm going to give you some game, and it's up to you to use it. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. If you are a baker, right?
Yes.
And you're walking, your store is between a plumbing shop, electrical shop, and a hardware store, and then you get to your bakery. You're only passing by. That's the only information that you're passing in light. Or I might need a light bulb, or I may need something else. You see,
I'm trying to follow your analogy, guys.
Right. But the thing is, if you're a baker and you have baking tools, you have condiments, you have a grocery store specifically designed for baking before you get to your store, what are you going to do? You're going to walk into one of those stores because that's in your lane.
They have what I need.
This is my point.
Okay.
When we're scrolling through TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff, it's just people looking for something to watch to be bored. As opposed to a person that went to school for business, went to school for music, went to school for production, and needs to be inside of a room where people can actually pass you this information, drill you this information day in and day out. Create workshops where you can get hands-on experience or networking situations where you can actually hone your skills. This is what I'm saying. This is the only way we can get better if we have hands-on experience. I can't gain that much experience just by hearing you drop a few words. It's inspirational, but I need actual hands-on experience. That's all. You know, and I'm not taking anything away from, like I said, this initially started because I want to give accolades. I want to give this man his flowers because he has created, you know, an institution that has helped black men profoundly, you know, in caught up in situations with the law. And we need that because we're forever targeted. said, my whole thing is paying it forward. What does the next generation have to look forward to? You know?
Yeah. I think what it is like, if you notice, it seems like the rich is helping the rich.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, it's network, all depending on who you know. If you LinkedIn, like everybody under Jay-Z's umbrella's eating. Even Fat Joe.
Oh, he happy.
So it's like, to me, this is what I feel. I feel Jay is the social elite of the artists, right? Jay is the gateway to them other folks. And they give Jay the money, he let it trickle down. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, me being a true Republican, that's what we're supposed to do. You know, we
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. But when you talk about helping people that's in our communities, everyday communities, they're not doing that. They're helping other artists. You understand what I'm saying?
It's that.
Like, if you notice, most of the artists from back in the days that wasn't really getting the clout, recognition, I'm not going to say clout, because you put in work, the recognition that you would get or the money, now they all eating. They got businesses, they doing this, you know what I'm saying? And it's from the help of other artists.
There was an artist that was performing, and he was on stage, and then one of the crowd attendees came up to the stage and started throwing up some blood gang signs. So the artist came and he acted like he was still rapping, and he just mollywopped him. Just kept making a bang bang to the point where homeboy was knocked out. You know what I mean? He was like, "Fuck is you doing? I'm hookah da 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 da." What is the point I'm trying to make here? Isn't that the same thing in reverse that happened with Pac in Orlando?
Yeah, a little bit.
You see what I'm saying?
I can see where you're coming from.
My whole thing is like, when do we take these young homies and say, "Yo, bro, I understand. Trust me, I understand, but you getting money. You out here doing shows. You know like I know. The only way for you to really get money off music is through what? Doing shows.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that homie, he's in the audience.
Yeah,
He paid to come see you.
It's that bravado, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because we not passing that around, man. I just feel we're not passing that around. You know, and like, God bless Pac. You know, we really do miss you. We really do sit here. I mean, you remember when we went through that, the whole hip hop community went through that phase when we was listening to fake names that was sounding like Pac.
Yeah.
Oh, such and such sounded it, and he sounded like Pac. Even niggas, even Bad Boy went through that with Sean.
Yeah.
You know, like we miss these hip hop artists.
Sean sound like Biggie, right? He did a little bit. He did, but I like Sean as an artist. But he did sound like Biggie a little bit. He did.
I fuck with Sean.
But yeah, I fuck with Sean too. But the thing about it is, like, when motherfuckers start having the bandanas, like Ja Rule took a page out of Pac's book.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, that's homage. They pay homage, man. That's all it is. I don't.
That's their big homie.
That's their big homie. That's who they grew up listening to.
Yeah, we all have big homies. Yes, welcome back to the second episode of 2K's One Crown, where the social issues of today go from the block to the ballroom and back. I am your host, PATRON, aka the Moby Mogul.
I'm also your host, Fat Daddy. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
What's up?
You already know, man.
What's the next order of business? What we going in on? Like,
You tell me, man. What's on your mind?
Casanova. Got 16 years.
That's fucked up.
He wanted that.
That's fucked up.
He wanted that. I keep saying it. He wanted that. You made it out, and you still playing with danger. You can't live on the fence. You can't live on both sides, bro.
And you putting yourself out there like that.
And you really gotta show that you bleed gorilla.
I mean, he do. I mean, from what I understand, he got cut in jail.
Yeah, but what's getting cut to? You just had multi-million-dollar deals on the table. You know where your life would have been now? Is it worth it? I don't think so.
I'll be honest with you, it's never really worth it.
It's not worth it. Did he drop his flag or denounce his gun?
I don't know.
They say he did. That's what I heard in the media, but
I just really think it's unfortunate and fucked up that, you was actually one of the homies, like Mano. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few niggas that made it in the industry that was actually in the yard, that niggas know was in the yard.
Yeah.
And you were one of them and you made it. You know how many niggas behind the bars is writing?
I can imagine.
That's all anybody
I
want.
can imagine. Then you have this brother who actually makes it out. You know what I'm saying? People are interested in you. I think he was signed to Memphis Bleak label. He was signed to Memphis Bleak label, and you making hits, and he's not that lyrical. So you sliding in the door to success, and you're not really that lyrical, and you throw it all away because you really want to live them rap lyrics. That reminds me of another young dude from Brooklyn, Chef G, little young drill. You heard his story? And but they don't realize this. With this Rico,
they're not playing.
They're not playing with y'all. This is a way for them
to snatch your man up because you know your man.
Yep.
Simple. Just because you know your man, they won't snatch you up.
He might live in another state or wherever he lives, and just because I know him, and they gonna throw me into his indictment.
Yeah, that's how fucked up it is sometimes.
It's a trap. Yeah. Systematic. I always tell you this. But
that's my homie's word of the day. Systematic.
It's a plan. It's a plan. Now he left that beautiful woman of his out here by herself. He got to do the next 16 years in jail. When you had the opportunity that everybody in the hood wished they had, you had it in the palm of your hand.
And he was rubbing shoulders with the elites.
That's what I'm saying. You get invited to Jay-Z. What's Jay-Z parties? What's Jay-Z's business?
Rock Nation.
Rock Nation. You get invited to Rock Nation parties, and like you was in there, bro, and you still. I don't get it.
You can't serve two gods.
Give me that opportunity, man, please. I want that opportunity.
You can't serve two gods. When you young men understand that it's time to make a transition, them people that you trying to hold on to, they don't matter. At some point in time, you have to understand that it's all about you.
Yeah.
And at this point, at this point in the game, I need business.
And that doesn't mean that when you say it's about you, like I'm leaving you behind. But let me get in a position, in a comfortable position where I can actually help you, give you a job, not give you a gun and tell you to go do this. You understand what I'm saying? Give you a job and I can put you and your family in a position to win. Let me get myself in position. But I have to remove myself from this situation. If you had any friends that were really your friends, they would have told you that. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, bro, I got this. You doing this? That's why I like that movie with Biggie. The Biggie movie that was out. And remember there was a scene, he was laying in the bed, and they had got locked up, him and D-Rock. And D-Rock was like, listen, I'm going to take this charge because the gift that you got, once you make it, we all make it. That's a friend, bro. Shout out to D-Rock. That's a friend. You know what I'm saying? But if you know I got talent, but you got to take responsibility for yourself too, man. You know what I'm saying? As a person. I would want you as a friend to say that to me. You know what I'm saying? But I should know that already. It making sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. I should know this already. Like, I'm putting myself in position to win, and
that's what makes me say that you have to be selfish. Because you say that I should know this already. Mm-hmm. I have to take accountability for myself.
Yes.
So the only way I should know this, and the only way I'll be able to take accountability for myself, is if I self-indulge or self-embellish within myself enough to know what matters to me and put that before anything else.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do that.
And as men, we have to. Because the thing is, we have to position ourselves to win and be selfish in that manner, because it allows us to actually live inside that moment where we're a provider.
Shit, you gotta do that when you just got a good job in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So you with your people, you got a job, a pretty good job. Sometimes you gotta distance yourself. I can't hang out with y'all tonight. I gotta get up in the morning. It's sacrifice. You understand what I'm saying?
Some people don't see it that way.
Shit.
A lot of people don't see it that way, because especially bachelors, a family gives you a sense of obligation. You know, when I'm assuming, I really don't know the history of the dynamics of this young man's life, but you know, he's married, he has a baby girl. You know, but the thing is, he has a family, he has an obligation to.
Yeah.
So when this man came home, there was something inside him that said, let me try and do the right thing for my family.
Of course.
Because he made it.
And then the money and the fame started coming and shit got cloudy.
He made it. The only reason it got cloudy was because, once again, he tried to serve two gods, and you cannot do that.
No, you can't.
Whichever God you choose to serve, you must serve that God faithfully. Yeah. Because you're tearing yourself apart, and this man tore himself apart. Now, no lie, only a year, bro. Mm-hmm. A year after this man was in prison or in jail. He's talking about, oh, if you ain't look out for me, you ain't saying nobody, suck my dick, because he couldn't, his money was depleting and so on and so forth. Yeah. My point is this.
That's when you see who your real friends are. You understand what I'm saying?
But you know where you were in terms of your competition and your current body of water. When you have Jay-Z invite you to a party, you know you're going to be there with people like J. Cole, Rick Rubin, Memphis Bleak. Yes. You're rubbing shoulders with these people. Mm-hmm. So now, if your net worth is only, say, $100,000, and you're going to this party, you really can't flex or feel comfortable as a man inside that body of water as if you was actually their net worth or had some type of standing amongst these people. Why not work towards that?
Isn't that what it's all about?
You're right. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's all about finding yourself in a body of water where you make yourself better.
Like I said, systematically, the music that he's creating, he's trying to live. Let me tell you something, okay? Words are spells. Words, they manifest into real action. You understand what I'm saying?
It's energy.
It's energy. So if I'm out here, I'm a gorilla, I'm Bleak Gorilla, I'm letting it go, and you really doing that? Like, what you think gonna happen?
I'm second generation. I don't know how they doing things now, but when I came up, when you reached a certain point in your career, you retire, homie. It's mandatory retirement. Because at the end of the day, you become an asset.
Yeah. Where was his big homie? Excuse me. Where was his big homie to be like, nah, you can't do this no more. You gotta go here, and we gonna help. We gonna protect you, and we gonna build a brand for you.
They didn't insulate this man.
Nope.
And the thing is,
just get money off him.
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. So how long was it for him to realize that these people in his circle weren't really his people?
Now, that's when he said, if you ain't help me suck my... That's frustration. But it ain't their fault. You can't do that. Once you're in that system, you might feel that way, but you can't blame nobody else. But you put yourself there, bro. You got 16 joints for nothing. You know how much money you could have made in the next 16 years? Now you got to sit and think about it. And fight and defend yourself. And stand on everything that you was claiming.
You broke now.
And you broke. And you're surely gone. You already know that.
You broke now.
Somebody else clapping them cheeks, bro. I mean, not to be... I'm just talking like all actuality. Real. We being real. Somebody else clapping them cheeks.
Like, damn.
Yeah. Well...
You know, and this goes back to the cycle where I keep saying, like, we need our big homies, we need our leads to help guide us to prevent these type of situations from constantly happening. I mean, like, you mean to tell me nobody could have Say, yo, listen, I don't think what you're doing is right.
But Ken, it's common sense too.
What's common sense?
You gotta have a little common sense. If listen, I'm not an artist. If I was an artist and I'm selling records and I'm making money and I'm making videos and I got this whole energy building up around me, I'm not in the street shooting people.
He wasn't in the street shooting people.
Well, not according to the feds.
No, but that's the whole thing about the RICO. You don't have to be in the street shooting people. You just have to know the person that shot somebody.
You know what else didn't help him either? His background, his criminal background. Yeah.
Bro, that's systematic. Our criminal background should not be used as a gauge to judge whether we're innocent or not, because a lot of the times we're falsely accused of crimes we've never committed.
Okay, but the ones he was locked up.
I don't even want to speak about what they locked him for now, which is that RICO shit. Because that's the only
thing. You gotta look at the whole picture.
I don't know anything about him outside.
They're not gonna take a church, a pastor off the streets and snatch him off the street and we hit you with a RICO. If he don't have no background. When you got a background, it's easier for them to pinpoint and throw that on you. You understand what I'm saying? He's been locked up for robbery. He's been locked up damn his whole life.
It's Central Park 6.
One of them was my friend. Shout out to Raymond Santana. What about him?
They snatched them
Central Park 5.
Central Park 5, excuse me. They snatched them young men off the street. Ain't have nothing to do with nothing. Gave them a situation.
That's totally different, bro.
The point that I'm trying to make is this.
No. Go ahead.
I don't know anything outside. What, like, for example, we know 50 went to jail for what? When he was younger, that he went to shop camp for.
I don't know.
This is the point. But we know what 50 was literally shot for. Right? This is the point that I'm trying to say. I want to stay inside that parameter. I want to stay inside the parameter of he made it and he was still doing dumb shit. I don't know what he was doing in the streets when he was selling or doing whatever. Because that right there was just regular hood talk. We have no hood reporters to give us there's no one connected to say, well, listen, you know what I'm saying, this is what we know. But right now we have everybody named Mama reporting on the fact that this man, you know, has made it as a hip hop artist, and he was claiming, oh, I'm under the godfather of Gorilla, which is Dick Wolf. You see what I'm saying? This is the stuff that he's putting out there that we know that we can validate. I can't validate anything else outside of that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, because I don't know what was going on. Here I know what's going on because I've done some research, and the research has led me to believe this man put himself out there the same way, man. KEEFE'D put himself out there.
We agree on that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The same way KEEFE'D put himself out there is the same way this nigga put himself out there. Because homie, on some G shit, you been there. You from Brooklyn. That means you went to the island and you went up north.
Apparently, from what I hear, he was a beast on the island.
Come on.
The time he was there.
I mean, I wasn't
so
really
he does what he says he's gonna do. But when you got the spotlight on you and you a millionaire, or you becoming a millionaire, and you in the entertainment business, those folks is already pinpointing.
It's over.
You got money. You can generate money.
It's over.
When you generate money, they feel like you can fund operations, illegal operations. So they already watching you. Soon as you get in the spotlight, they see you getting a little spin. They on you. You can't be on camera talking about I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. You telling on yourself. You can't do that, bro. You cannot do that. Look at all these young drill rappers that's going to jail, throwing their life away, man. And I like some of them. I ain't go front. Some of them are a little talented. You know what I'm saying?
The way you talk about these drill rappers on damn near every episode.
But some of them are talented. Like their little music.
Name one.
I like Chef G.
Come on, man. He's not an official drill rapper.
Why you say that?
Chef G is a rapper. He's a hardcore rapper.
He considers himself a drill rapper.
Do?
Yeah, him and Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
But Chef G is facing a RICO.
Facts.
He's only what?
Him and Sleepy Hollow.
No, Sleepy Hollow's home.
Yeah?
He didn't get caught. I just heard him on the radio the other day on Hot 97. On Friday, matter of fact.
Shout out to the homie Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah.
And
home.
Yeah, like learn from your man. You know what I'm saying? I know that shit, man. Because matter of fact, when I was
one of the main things we say on 2 Kings 1 Crown podcast is each one teach one as long as we reach one.
Yeah, learn from your man, bro.
Please, man, pass it along, pay it forward. It kills you nothing. At the end of the day, who cares if this man get rich? Whatever you got going on is gonna get you rich. It takes nothing away from you from helping this man get rich. So you got two rich niggas in the room.
Don't ever chase the money. Chase the dream.
You know?
Chase the money. That's when the money gonna run away.
And I mean, let me tell you something. I've met a few good homies. You feel me? I met a few good homies. It's not like you couldn't have took those homies with you. It's not like you couldn't.
But he had to put himself in position because let's get it right. He wasn't a millionaire yet. He was on his way to be one.
But you wasn't positioning yourself to put yourself in
he
position.
wasn't. He was fucking up, running them streets.
You still talking about the same thing, like on some G shit. Everybody know who you are.
You know, that's why I respect like rappers like Hov and Biggie. Remember when Big made the second album? He said, "Well, I can't talk about being in the hallway in the project stage because I'm not. That's not what I'm doing." Hov said the same thing. I can't. Y'all want me to rap about this? Just be the same person. I can't be that person. Nas too, right? I can't be this person. I'm not rapping that way. But when you stuck in that zone,
Nas talking shit. Yo, on the first clip, we mentioned artists that had the same momentum and potential to move the social masses the way Tupac. We forgot to mention Nas.
Nas.
Yeah, my apologies. Yeah. You know what I mean, Nas, you are one of the greatest.
Queensbridge.
You feel me? Yeah. That's a fact, my nigga. Like, I don't care what they say. You are one of the greatest.
Yeah, you heard his last joint? King Disease?
Nah.
No, he got it. Was it Magic or Magic? Yo, Nas joints is...
Nas is always a beast. The last thing I heard from Nas was the shit he did with Khaled.
Oh, nah, he got a new album out.
I can imagine. Yeah. I be on the rock, people. I be working trying to get us this paper. You feel me?
You working at Moby Mobile.
I'm a Moby Mobile, baby. You know what I'm saying? I be
trying to download the app too.
Please, man.
It's on Apple. It's on Apple platform. It's on Android platform.
Yes.
Yeah, go look for it. That's the commercials y'all see in between us talking. Mm-hmm. So that's the information you need. Just download it, see what it's about. Yeah, we doing real things here. We got apps and all that.
You need services, products. I kid you not, them shits is delivered to you at your front doorstep. You ain't gotta leave your house for anything. You want a cheeseburger and a haircut? Go to the Moby Market shop, download the app. You get that shit delivered to you.
And any black businesses out there, you want to promote your business, we definitely will give you the platform to do that. That's what we're into. You know what I'm saying? Uplifting our people. So just reach out. You got a business, you want to promote it. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you out. We got you.
What about business empowerment?
Yeah.
Black business, African American empowerment.
Speaking of African American,
okay.
Have you heard about African countries in Africa offering free citizenship to African American? I think that's so dope, bro. What I was saying was, you got countries in Africa, I believe it's 5 so far, that are offering free citizenship to African Americans. They saying, come home.
Come home.
Come home.
Those 2 words.
Come home.
Come home.
Now, a couple of those countries, you have to have ancestral ties there. So that's something for you to look into. But on another note, like, I think it's Nigeria.
How would they find out they had ancestral ties there?
You have to do a DNA test to know where you come from. But Nigeria, they saying, if you're African American, come home. We got you.
The majority of people that got caught in the transatlantic slave trade came from Ghana, Nigeria, the Igbo tribe, and parts of Congo. A lot of them got shipped to, places like Jamaica, South America, places like that. I think it's awesome that
DR, Cuba,
because y'all acting like that.
That just got dropped off first, but we're gonna get into that. But let's stick to the positive note about Africa.
And I think it's awesome that our family is reaching out to us. Yeah. You see, if you look at the Italians, what made them so strong is the fact that if you do something over here, I know your family back home.
Yeah, that's right.
So at the end of the day, I know your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your second cousin, third time removed. I know somebody that you know.
Yeah.
Even when it comes down to most of these organizations, it's a strong connection because of what you're tied to back home.
Of course.
You know, and I feel like it's very empowering for us as African Americans. I'm American born, but Nigerian and Jamaican, heavily influenced by my Nigerian culture. Been there several times, and
that's one of my dreams. I want to go to Africa.
it's beautiful there.
Right.
When I say the way they, if you come there as you are, the way they receive you, you be like, wow.
You know, there's a few actors that actually, Ludacris, he got citizenship. Tiffany Haddish,
What's that?
Samuel Jackson, he got citizenship there, and I was actually watching the Dysphoria channel.
Okay.
Right, and they were speaking, and they were like, "Just come home. Like, this is your home." And it goes back to being systematic. They know what we're going through over here. They know what's been placed in front of us to stop us from achieving certain goals, and they say, "Come home." I know, growing up as an African American kid, I used to always think about how different ethnicities have places to go. If Mexico, Mexicans have Mexico. Italians have Italy.
Irish have Ireland.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, where would we go? And for Africa, for those 5 countries in Africa, to say, come home, we got you. Wow. I'm coming. I'm getting this. Yeah.
And you know something that's another perspective to look at the situation from? African Americans in America are a $1.1 trillion consumer economy. When you pour that money into this economy, how do you see that money reflected into your community?
Let me be quiet.
Right.
Yeah.
So the point that I'm trying to make is, if you have these African countries asking you to come home, and you spend a fraction of that money in their economy, what makes you think that you won't see that shit directly impacted upon you?
Because you know how you see it here in America? Gentrification. Even if take your money and push you out.
You don't see it in America.
Dumb.
But so what if you might not even see it in another African country? At least there's a strong potential for you to see it.
Yeah.
That's the point that I'm trying to make. At least invest in something that you feel you might rightfully own a piece of.
You're right, bro.
You know, like South Africa, they're offering you free citizenship. Nigeria, Ghana, I might be pronouncing it wrong. Etri, I believe it's Etri. That's where actually Tiffany Haddish got her.
Oh yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
And like,
it's Nigeria, Ghana, Etri with that. South Africa. South Africa. I think it's one more. I'm not too sure.
I mean, listen, go home, try it.
Do some research.
The money that you spend here, you will live like a king in an African country.
Yo, they showed somebody had and furthermore, there's a bunch. There's a lot of African Americans that live there. Yo, $70,000 home, look like a mansion, bro. It's good living, and they say they feel welcome. Like, they don't feel like they're outcasts. They said African people are very welcoming, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Man.
When I went there,
pretty cool, man.
When I went there, bro, it was all love.
Yeah, but you need to
I
say
love
me,
my
bro.
Nigerians. Bow me, bro. We already outside. What do you mean?
I want to
man?
go to Africa.
You hear this man voice, no?
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, but on a serious note. Look into that. That's very dope. And that's positive, man.
I think if a lot of these young men that we've spoken about throughout the duration of this podcast understood that they had options and places to go outside of what they feel they were stuck to,
the norm, what they used to,
you know, like Ludacris took a trip to Ghana. You feel me?
And got citizenship.
This is what I'm trying to say. If these young men were able to travel.
His whole family live out there, right? He live with his wife, his kids.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know.
His whole family, they live out there.
What's her name? Gabrielle Union is doing a show where she's touring, traveling the whole continent of Africa.
Oh.
The way they want you to perceive where we come from is wrong. Their history is all the way alive.
And let me elaborate real quick, King. I can attest to that because I grew up in a public school system. I remember elementary school opening up my social studies books and seeing Africa and seeing how poor and starving kids, and that's systematic. But when I finally got to see how Africa is beautiful, it's definitely an experience I want to have, and I suggest you have it too. I haven't heard anything negative about anybody I know that went to Africa.
First and foremost, you got bullshit all over the world.
Yeah.
I forgot, but some big franchise got caught. 4 Disney employees got caught up in a human trafficking situation.
Did I mention that he just happens to be a lifeguard at the Polynesian Resort for Disney? You think there's a few children around there?
Sheriff Grady Judd identified several other Disney employees accused of soliciting a prostitute.
This is the Honorable Daniel Peters.
Sheriff Judd said Peters is a retired judge from Cook County, Illinois, who thought he was meeting up with an escort.
This happened in America. But yet again, you let American tabloids tell it if you go to Mexico, you get kidnapped. You let the Mexican tabloids tell it if you go to any African country, you might get kidnapped. Why is that? When, mind you getting people being kidnapped in America every day. Every day kids are missing every day.
They don't get reported.
Every day. So the point that I'm trying to make is don't do that to where we're from. Because it's real everywhere.
Yeah.
There's been more school shootings in America than any other place on the world. Help me explain that. But yet again, you tell me if I was to go home with people that look like me, I'm in danger?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't get it.
But it's just, nowadays we got the opportunity to learn for ourselves. We don't have to listen to what's being pushed on us. You have the internet. You can learn whatever you want to learn, whatever you need to learn on your own. You understand what I'm saying?
You know something though, bro? We at Pee-wee's
This is why
Playhouse.
they're losing control and they're trying to implement another narrative. But we'll talk about that later.
We at Pee-wee's Playhouse, my nigga. You keep saying this, excuse me. We at Pee-wee's Playhouse, King. And you keep saying the strongest word of the day, systematic.
Yes.
As soon as you type in how to build a house on Google, everything in your social media platform now, you know how to build a house.
Yep.
They're configuring to your liking, that way they can keep you on social media longer.
They control you. Big Brother is watching.
You feel me?
Yeah. But it's just like with the good comes the bad. The internet gives you all the knowledge you need. However, it can be bad. It can be addictive if you use it for the wrong things. You understand what I'm saying? Because they will. Bro, I told you I ordered a hat off of New Era the other day. I ordered a hat. And I go on my Facebook page and I see nothing but hat advertisements. And not just any hats. Because, I like
the ones you want.
The ones I like.
The fucking devil. Stay out of my shit. You feel me? But this is the point that we're trying to make. We do have options. Mm-hmm. We need discipline.
Yes.
We have to wake up every day. The big homie said, he verified, he knows me. I'm a businessman. It doesn't take luck and motivation to become a successful businessman. It takes discipline.
Hard work.
And it takes
Look
discipline.
at me, I'm sweating under these lights. Hard work.
Because we here for y'all. We want to make sure that we get this information through to you because you need it. I feel y'all.
Love y'all, man. We love y'all.
I don't feel like there's anyone really delivering this kind of message the way we giving it to y'all.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everyone is just trying to fit inside this box. We not no boxes here. We prisons. We conform to the aspect of light. Wherever that truth may be, you're going to find us. Yeah. And that's real nigga shit.
Whether you like it delivered to you or not.
Block to the boardroom and back.
folks. We just want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. That's going to be our time for today. We'll be back next week with different topics. Please tune in. So I'm going to sign out. Fat Daddy, one half of Two Kings, One Crown.
Papa Patron on that, aka the